try to understand Taurus zodiac sign based on fairy tales and myths. The first fairy tale is Ferdinand's tale. It is a very old tale. Ferdinand is a bull. Of course, when we think of bulls, we envision them as an angry animal with flames coming out of its nose. But Ferdinand is the opposite. He is an animal that lives in the countryside, calmly smelling the flowers, lying under the trees, soaking up the nature, enjoying it. And it is a bull who has never chosen to be in that confrontation, that aggressive situation in the arenas. Of course, when people see Ferdinand, they think that it is so big that they can use it in this arena, and they carry Ferdinand to the arena. But no matter what the matadors do, Ferdinand never gets angry. And they realize that Ferdinand will never going to be that way, and they take him back to the forest, and Ferdinand goes back to his old self again. He continues his life smelling the flowers, enjoying the beauty of nature, calm, a little lazy, a little slothful. Of course, Ferdinand is also a bull. When we say Taurus, we can also mention some points directly related to the Taurus sign. Taurus people are generally quiet, calm, fond of pleasure, using the five sense organs best, realizing the best taste, having the keen-sighted, even having an idea about what the surface of matter is when they touch it. That's why Taurus uses his five sense organs very well, and that's why Ferdinand is also into nature. It enjoys and delights in the existence of nature. And that's why Taurus can be a bit lazy, but it is a sign that is aware of the beauty of everything that exists. Of course, here Ferdinand has that lazy calm, and it is afraid of going out into the wild. Taurus sometimes have such a situation too, so they want to stay more in that zone, in the comfort zone. They don't want to push themselves. It can sometimes be difficult to start something, but when they do, Taurus has the potential to continue until the end. Now, of course, everything is not so easy in life. There are difficult sides, and as I said, Taurus can act a bit reluctant to enter the difficult sides in its slothful state. But still, since it is an earth elemental sign, Taurus has a traditional structure, a structure that prioritizes security and can make people comfortable. There are so many mythos because Taurus is a very important figure, one of the most important animals in antiquity. It expresses the principle of productivity, it expresses production, and Taurus people are really experts in matter. It is one of the signs that has the potential to transform matter into matter and to exist as matter. That's why it is associated with money, because it is one of the signs that can manage matter very well. Of course, there are security problems under or behind this. Let that be the subject of another video. Let's continue with the other mythos again. The other mythos is about Zeus, the god of gods. It is about one of Zeus's womanizing. This myth about Zeus and Europe. Europe, which name of the land, is also taken its name from this beautiful girl. Beautiful Europe is picking flowers with her friends, having fun with them. She is so beautiful, so pure, so clean that Zeus, watching from Olympus, of course, immediately notices her. And he creeps up to those girls disguised as a white cow. Of course, when the girls see such a beautiful cow, she immediately comes to him. And at that time, Zeus, disguised as a white bull with a maneuver, takes Europe on his back and goes directly to the island of Crete, and after sleeping with her, Europe gives life to a character we call Ephesus, which etymologically means to lay hands on, and after that, Ephesus becomes Tyrannies and so on, with this very different story begins, and although the story of the real Taurus is there, let's analyze a short mythos right now. Now the bull, the white bull, the beautiful one, the one who gets into beautiful girls, and it kidnaps her to the island of Crete and has lustful relations with her. There is a short story in the first introductory mythos. Here it means the Taurus is the one who is aware of the beautiful thing. Venus is already the ruling planet. Taurus loves a beautiful man, a beautiful woman. Taurus woman may dress beautifully. Aesthetically, Taurus is full of potential to give that beauty to the outside, at the same time doing something with beauty. So, I don't know, there is no such story of taking over by force that we have told from Scorpio before. Here, it's about acquiring something by taking on something beautiful. That's why the Taurus who stays calm, the Taurus who stays quiet, wants to get what he wants with silence, calmness, beauty, and wants to reach it somehow. Of course, since Taurus is a fixed sign and Scorpio is right opposite to it, they are sometimes very connected to each other, like two sides of a coin in the zodiac circle. Sometimes it can even be difficult to distinguish a Taurus from a Scorpio, because the two can show too much of each other's shadow side. As long as Taurus says to stay calm, as long as he says not to disturb my order, as long as he says not to disturb my security area, unfortunately he has to see some order and irregularities, just like the Scorpio on the opposite side of the coin. So trust and insecurity, especially in the material world, are experienced through crises. And at this point the Taurus has to reconsider the list of things he trusts in life. Halil Gibran says that pleasure is the thing that gives the greatest freedom. And at this point, Taurus is probably one of the most free signs of the zodiac, because Taurus is after pleasure. He knows the value, pleasure, and beauty of life. In fact, when I tell my students about Taurus, I say this: imagine lying in a hammock. You have such a big hat. Imagine the sun filtering through the straw gaps of that hat. Imagine that there is no sound in nature, that you are swaying, that you exist in nature with such joy and peace. There is nothing else at that time, just that moment. Let there be the pleasure of that moment. Let there be pleasure, no confusion, no chaos, just that moment. Experiencing the beauty of that moment. That state actually means being a Taurus. That is to be connected with that material world, connecting oneself, and probably one of the most successful signs in this regard. Perhaps, as Halil Gibran says, Taurus is one of the most free signs of the zodiac while enjoying the pleasure so much. That's all our myths about Taurus for today. Hope to see you again.